Good morning, my dear friends. Welcome to day 11 of our 11-day breath by breath, step-by-step approach to mindfulness meditation. So it's so surprising that we are already into day 11. At least I am feeling that way. I'm not sure how many of you are also feeling that way. I think congratulations to a lot of you who probably have woken up so early in India and attended every day of the session, all the 11 days. I know a lot of people tell that, that itself brings a discipline to them. And a lot of people in the past sessions have informed that this is the first time they're getting up so early and attending the sessions. So that itself brings a lot of discipline. Again, as with any skill, the discipline is very important. All right, so now all of you have become masters of breath. All of you have know the right way to breathe, which is abdominal breathing, not shallow breathing. You all know becoming conscious of our breath. We saw how to step by step, how to start observing our breath, first our nose, then our whole breath, then our whole body. And as we do that, you also know if thoughts are going to intervene. We know thoughts will intervene. We know disturbances will happen. And you know how to solve those disturbances. You got the tools to address those disturbances, which is labeling, counting, connecting, and of course, the equal breathing and box breathing allow you to get into that focused mode before your mind starts to wander. And you know what to do with any other distractions anytime you get into meditation. And then towards the end, we all feel grateful. I feel grateful. We all feel grateful to yourself for being part of it, your experience during that day. And we're also thankful for all our families who allowed us to be here in this 11-day sessions. We're also thankful for that email, for that message, for that friend who sent you that message, this friend you forwarded you that email asking you to join. So thanks to each and every one of you. Thanks to each and every one of them. Thanks to all our families. And of course, all the masters whose wisdom is what we are sharing and practicing. All right, with that, my dear friends, let's dive into today's breathfulness practice. And the reason I keep talking about this as breathfulness practice or breathfulness routine is exactly that. It's a practice. It's not a one-time affair. And I've seen that is the only key success factor. You can practice meditation for hours on a day and not do it on another day. It's not going to help. But if you're able to sit and practice at least for 15 minutes, even if you're not able to spend 1 hour, at least 15 minutes, then the practice continues, the discipline continues. A lot of things that happen internally. So here, my friends, is what we learned. Compared to day 1 to day 11, we learned a lot. I hope you all learned a lot. So we continue going to do with this. So 5 minutes of equal breathing today, like yesterday. 5 minutes of equal breathing. 15 minutes each of focusing your breath, following your breath, and flowing with your breath. And then we will end with 2 to 3 minutes of gratitude and appreciation. All right. So with that, let's dive into a 50-minute meditation session, my dear friends. Let's get into the posture. Let's get into our usual posture. Remove your spectacles. Clasp your fingers, cross your feet at your ankle. Keep your back straight, back, neck and head straight and relaxed, easy. Close your eyes. With the right intention of staying with your breath for the next 15 minutes. Slowly bring your attention to your nose and begin the process of warming up for training your mind. Breathe in long, easy, smooth. Breathe out long, easy, smooth. As you do so, you can count to the extent that you can do your long breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. And breathe out for the same counts. As you do so, feel the moments in your abdomen, just so that you know you are breathing right. Feel your body and mind slowly centering around your breath. Enjoy the experience of your in-breath and your out-breath as you consciously inhale long and exhale long. Feel the way your body is getting nourished. Feel the way your mind is getting aligned to your counting and the movements in your abdomen. Now, my dear friends, let go of your conscious, long, equal breathing. Let's begin the steps of observation of our breath. Bring your attention and awareness to your nose. Start observing your every breath as it enters and leaves your nostrils. Feel any movements, feel any sensations only around your nose or inside your nose. The next 15 minutes, your attention and awareness is only at your nose, on your breathing. Any thoughts, any distractions? Recognize, let go, bring your attention back to your breathing. Relaxed, easy observation of your normal, natural breathing at your nose. Even if there are sensations or movements or pains in other parts of the body, treat them like distractions and move your attention back to your nose. Continue to observe your breath as they enter and leave your nostrils. You should be able to feel the breath at your nostrils much better and finer than the day 1 or 2. Observe the way how air goes in and out of your nose smoothly, effortlessly, without you doing anything. The only thing you are doing is just observing your nose breathing. Ignore all other distractions. Continue to observe your breath at your nose. Feel the joy of concentration, focus. Do not strain yourself. Relax your eyebrows, relax your forehead. Continue to focus your attention and awareness only at your nose, my dear friends. 5 more minutes of observing your breath at your nose. Wonderful. Continue to observe your breath at your nose. Do not entertain any distractions. Wonderful, my dear friends. Now let us move into the next step in our observation of our breath stage. Expand your awareness from your nose to your entire breath and follow your breath as it goes in through your nostrils, goes through your throat region or your windpipe, and travels to your lungs During this process that happens every moment, there are sensations in your throat region, your chest region, movements in your stomach region. Become aware of all those sensations or movements as you keep your attention on each and every one of your breath. Follow the path of your beautiful breath. Ignore all other distractions. No thinking, no analysis. Keep your body, neck, and head straight. Keep your eyebrows, forehead relaxed. Experience the joy of being aware of your full breath. No thinking, no analysis, no judgment. Just your attention and awareness of your every breath and the movements and sensation due to your breath in your nose, throat, chest, and abdomen. Continue to be with your whole beautiful breath, my dear friends. 10 more minutes of following your beautiful breath. All your attention should be only on your breathing, your normal breathing. Do not alter your breath. Feel, observe, notice all the sensations and movements as your breath travels from your nostrils through to your lungs and back out through your nostrils. Feel your breath. Be with every part of your every breath. Continue to observe how your body is breathing. Avoid thoughts and other distractions. Be aware of only your whole breath cycle, nothing else. Continue to follow your breath. Be with your breath. Last 2 minutes of the following step. Wonderful, my dear friends. Now, let us move into the flowing step of our observation stage. Expand your awareness to your entire body. We'll continue to pay attention to your every breath. Stay anchored in each of your breath, but be open to observing sensations and movements throughout your body due to your breathing. On your every breath, prana, life force, flows through your entire body, the nadis in your entire body. Observe if you are feeling any sensations. Again, no judgment, no distractions. Feel whatever you're able to feel. That is fine. Become one with your breath. Feel your whole body breathing. Avoid thinking or analysis. Your breath is your guru. Be fully present with your guru the next 10 minutes. Wonderful, my dear friends. Continue to observe your whole body breathing. You are not the body. You are not the breath. You are not the mind that's feeling the sensations and moments. You are the observer. You are the awareness that is aware of the body, the breath, the mind, the sensations, thoughts, and feelings. See the blackness behind your eyes. Stay anchored in your breathing. Let your body flow with your breath. Last 5 minutes. Feel your body lighter. Feel your whole body glowing with the joy and refreshing energies of your prana. Feel you're observing or feeling your body away from your body. Excellent, my dear friends. Last 2 minutes. Experience the joy, the lightness, relaxation of your whole body, pulsing with your breath energies. Wonderful, my dear friends. With that feeling of relaxation, joy, and calmness, let's move into the gratitude stage. Bring your awareness to your heart region. Feel grateful for the wonderful experience in today's breathfulness session. Express thank you, gratitude to yourself for pulling yourself along for this 11-day breathfulness sessions. Next, let us feel grateful to all the family members and friends who made this happen, who allowed you to sit in these sessions every morning or evening, around 2 hours. Express gratitude to that message or email that you received or someone sent that allowed you to join these sessions. Now recall 3 things from yesterday, from the last 24 hours. Recall an event, person, or a thing, and express gratitude. Say thank you in your mind to each one of them. Anything that we are thankful for grows. Next, let's express gratitude to all the wisdom, all the techniques, all the practices of all the spiritual masters and teachers that we are experiencing and learning every day. Lastly, say thank you to the environment, to all life on earth, our climate, our availability of air, water, plant life, and all the people who allow us to use those resources optimally. And all those who make our lives livable, lovable, and make our life meaningful. With that feeling of gratitude, with your body relaxed, with your mind in bliss, now let's emerge from today's breathfulness session, my dear friends. Become aware of your body, become aware of the room you are in. Slowly bring your attention to your fingers, unclasp your fingers, and place your palms on your eyes for a few seconds and open when you are ready. Wonderful. May every day of your practice, as you continue to practice away from these sessions, turn out to be as wonderful or even more. So wonderful, my dear friends. Thank you. We just have a few more, one more topic to cover. But before that, I'd like to express gratitude to each one of you. I know there are a lot of messages that are coming up, and I've not seen all of them. But many, many thanks to each one of you for expressing your gratitude and experiences, and also being part of this 11-day course, making use of it so that a lot more people benefit. Special thanks to your families, your friends who made you join this course. And special thanks to the team at Pyramid Valley, which is managing this, as Kamal and others who are putting this recordings up on YouTube, and all the energies of all the masters. With that, I'd want to check on yesterday's homework. How many of you were able to do an act of gratitude? And what was the outcome? How did you feel when you made that act of gratitude? That is the outcome, not that the other person will do something. So how many of you expressed gratitude or thanks in person? Just mention IP in person if you've done it in person. Very good. How many of you did it over phone? Just type P. Very good. How many of you actually acted, maybe given something or went and met and gave something? Just type A. Very good. Wonderful. Feel good that other person is happy. I'm happy that I made a stay. Super. So that is all. I mean, that's more your embody the gratitude, but then we also have we also talk about gratitude, right? So in our sessions. So please continue to do the 5-finger gratitude. I have a set of instructions for you to follow. So before that, I'd want you to, for those of you who are really interested in starting to teach breathfulness or whatever practices that we are following here, I would suggest, I don't know, I've already probably mentioned this book earlier, Breath by Breath, right? This is not this course. It's not just this course. This is basically an illustration of all the 16 sutras of Anapanasati sutras, right? It's not too fat, and then there's a lot of it's by Larry Rosenberg, who was a monk who went through this whole practice in a Buddhist monastery, and he talks about with more English and science related aspects, right? Breath by breath. So you can understand a lot more if you're not able to grasp whatever we talked about in 15 minutes. So before I dive into questions, I'd want to kind of talk about one last thing here. All right, so yesterday we saw the one fruit of breath mindfulness is stillness. And today I want to cover something we call soulfulness or being in presence, right? And yesterday we saw the journey of how breath mindfulness helps you to move from calming, healing, cleansing, right? Seeing better. And then we stopped where we explained about intuition. So breathfulness first leads us to mindfulness, right? So it calms our mind. And then mindfulness is allowing us to focus our attention and awareness with non-judgment, with no judgment. So it allows us to do our work completely properly. As we continue to do that, it moves us into stillness. What is stillness? Stillness is not getting bothered by anything, right? Something good happens, bad happens. Again, good and bad are all subjective. So something good or bad happens, you're not swayed by it, you're not annoyed by it, you're not frustrated by it, right? So movements happen, but there are no conflicts in your movement. That is when you go beyond the kleshas and things like that. It happens to all of us at different moments of time. I will talk about my experience at the end of today's session after a Q&A, right? So stillness is when you are still, you are aware of things happening, you are aware of the annoyance coming up, but you're not bothered by it. So when you are not bothered by things, when you are completely in attention, when your mind is completely empty and silent, that is when we can start listening to our soul. Some persons equate the soul to heart, some persons equate soul to God, divinity, whatever it is. I mean, it is ultimately you get that sense or thought or feeling within your body and within your mind, right? The soul speaks to you in several ways. Number one is intuition, and second thing is synchronicities. Synchronicities are meaningful coincidences. Like suddenly some things will happen which you wanted, or some things do not happen or go away which you don't want. Things like that. And then spontaneity and flow. As you interact with people, as you continue to do your work, there are a lot of times you'll think that, oh, that was very spontaneous. I didn't think of doing it, but it happened. Flow, I will talk about my experience in flow. And then some flashes of insights and inspiration. It could be from a book, it could be from a message, it could be from a conversation with somebody, right? Suddenly you'll know, oh, why is he telling that? Oh, this is what it is. There lies the answer to my question. So quickly on intuition, I'm just going to cover only intuition because all others are coincidental, right? So intuition is nothing but getting the right thought at the right time without planning that. So all of us, when we go speak to somebody, then we go in for a presentation or a meeting. That is how I used to be doing, right? You plan everything. This is what you need to talk and go. But intuition is suddenly someone asks you a question, and then out of nowhere, you tell an answer. You didn't even know that you had that answer with you, right? Knowing without knowing why or how you did that or spoke that, thinking with your heart. And we all know what we talk about is gut feeling, right? I had a feeling, I had a sensation that it's not right or good, right? And how does it manifest in everyday action? A lot of times you'll feel something is not feeling right. Yeah, I want to do that, but something is not feeling right. Or some voice in your head. A lot of us who drive, vehicles in places, in unknown places. Sometimes you automatically take a right or left and then go in and reach the destination. But sometimes you go in one route. For that day, your mind or your senses will tell you go in a different route, and then you realize there was some problem in that other route, right? And spontaneous response, words, answers, jokes, and songs. So a lot of times you'll unwittingly tell something, and the whole team or whole set of people laugh, and you didn't even think that you are cracking a joke, right? But you felt humorous. There are other times where we'll plan a lot on telling a joke and no one will laugh, right? So that is one. And then in the zone or flow, so you must have seen people in sports, people in performing arts, dance, music. So where they get into a zone where their mind is, where they're beyond their mind, right? And then they get into a flow. Absolutely, it happens to me when I do some presentations, right? So they are in that zone, they are in that flow. And also recognizing and using meaningful coincidence and then synchronicity. So it's all help us to do that, right? So a lot of question that people ask is, yeah, I got this thought or idea or sensation, but I didn't know whether it was from my mind or from my heart. So there is a book on intuition. I don't remember what that is, but which talks about these 4 steps to hone our intuition, to develop our intuition, or keep trusting our intuition. First, number 1 is your practice of meditation, mindfulness, clearing the clutter from your mind, all those thoughts and silencing. That is the first step. And then the second step, feeling or listening to your body sensation. That is why in breathfulness or Buddha, in both Anapanasati and Vipassana, he says listening to the body sensations is very important. So second step is feeling and listening to your body, and that feeling of goodness, the feeling of not feeling right? So all this feeling, the intuition is from your heart. So you need to be able to feel your heart, right? So that is number 2. And then number 3 is check if fear or urgency is fueling you, right? Intuition, if there is a deadline, if there is fear, if there is urgency, oh, come on, intuition, come, tell me, I want to know this right now, right? So the intuition doesn't work that way, right? So if it is fear or urgency, then it's your mind talking, not your body. And the last point is be open to trust it, be open and willing to follow it. That's very important, right? So be open and willing to follow it, trust it. You might go wrong. It might turn out fine. It might turn out bad for that particular moment. But in the longer run, that will be good for you, right? So there will be some confusion initially, but it's a question of how well are you able to trust, right? So first, a clear mind, silent mind, empty mind. Next, heightened awareness of your feelings, your sensations, your emotion, your heart, your body sensations, right? Not your emotions, body sensations. Whether they are pleasant, unpleasant, that's what we practice. And then it shouldn't be dictated by fear and urgency. And the last part is trusting it. Be open and allowing to follow, right? So when we start following our intuition, right, our conversations became a lot more efficient and honest. And some of us who are doing meetings, they're the absolute effective meetings. We make the right choices. We make the right decisions. Should I go for that event or not for that event? Should I do this or should I do that, right? And then problem solving improves, creative problems. So your creativity starts flowing through your intuition, right? And then you start observing a lot of meaningful coincidences. And then, as they say, nowadays we use our Google Maps and Apple Maps for finding our direction around the city. But then finding our route through our life, finding our direction in life, intuition directs you. So that's why I say intuition is the GPS of the soul. The soul gives you the directions. Only thing is, we should be able to listen to that. We should be able to in a position to be getting those signals, feeling those signals right, without your mind dictating. So there's a lot of instances that I can personally relate to. I think there was an ask about this thing, right? So there were times during my work at that Cognizant and IT company, so where I did not do certain deals because I did not feel it right. So my team prepares the entire business case and say, okay, Sai, this business is good for you, good for us as a company. We're going to make so much money. We're going to make so much profits. But in one such case, we were in that last final meeting. I was speaking to the client stakeholders, and I was asking him questions. He was responding to it, but somewhere I didn't feel things right. Right, something was nudging me. So maybe this is not the right thing for you or the company. Right, and then I said, let's call off the deal. Right, and they said we'll not go ahead with the deal. And my team was all very angry. Oh my God, Sai, we're going to go get so much of revenue. We're going to get so much of profit. Why are you not listening? Right? Even my boss was a bit happy, but he trusted me. And 2 months later, obviously because we let go of the deal, it went to one of our competitors. And 2 months later, we came to know that our competitor was suffering, was struggling to finish that work, finish that project. Right? So though my logical mind would have said, oh, revenue, profits, promotion, but my feeling guided me to do something else. Right? So that is an experience out of intuition. And there are a lot of times and a lot of meaningful synchronicities that happen. And again, another example from my life is for 2 years, from 2016 to 2018, we worked in London. I had to move to London with my family, and then we worked at London. And this whole scenario of me moving to London happened to coincide with a program that they had for vice presidents, which was a wonderful expat package. Right? And then we didn't even know that package existed. So it was a coincidence that package was rolled out a few months ago, few months prior, and we happened to go there at that time. And thanks to that synchronicity, we were able to save a lot more than we thought. And that resulted in me spending 2 to 3 years without pay, working full time in service mode, voluntary mode for Pyramid Band. Right? Another synchronicity. All of us would have seen these meaningful coincidences happen. Even last month, I was booking a return ticket from somewhere, from Delhi to Bangalore. And you go to the Indigo site, all the process is over. But then the last payment screen, there was some error and it was hanging. It gave me some error. Then I left it. I didn't book my ticket. 3 days after that, I came to know that I had to go somewhere else the next day. Right? And then I just thanked, oh my God, I didn't book that ticket. So thankfully, I moved my ticket from Delhi to that other place and then routed it back to Bangalore. So these signals, these keep happening. Right? Everything happens for good. And I'll talk about my flow experience once we finish off the Q&A and experience sharing. All right. So my dear friends, soulfulness, the whole purpose of our life here is to listen to our soul and realize our soul purpose. We are here for a reason. And listening to that allows us to be fulfilled. Right. Anytime you feel that sense of fulfillment is because you listen to your soul, not your mind. Right. And how do you do that? How do you access your soul? Present moment, being in the now, being in presence, feeling your feelings, right? Acting authentically as your feeling nudges, right? And this is again a fairly recent topic I've been talking about. So I'm going to do a 2-day workshop sometime online, 2-day workshop sometime later in January or early February. And again, this is another wonderful book that talks about it. What My Soul Told Me. This is by Richard Barrett. Very easy English, very easy explanation. And again, it talks about how mindfulness and meditation is the first step, and then how you start listening to your soul. How do you live a life aligned to your soul, right? Your soulfulness. So we'll talk about how you discover your strengths, your values, how do you stay aligned with your values, how do you discover, how do you enhance intuition, how do you enhance synchronicities, right? It's going to be a 2-day online workshop so that a lot of people can participate in that. With that, let's get into Q&A and experience sharing. I would love to hear your experiences. I know a lot of you are expressing gratitude and sharing your experiences on the WhatsApp group. But before that, it's been a fantastic 11 days for me. Personally, it was wonderful interacting with so many of you. And I hope the wisdom and practices that you learned and I shared in these last 11 days will going to help you become a more soulful person aligned with your soul purpose and staying away from all the kleshas and being conscious every moment. And what do we need to do? Just conscious breathing. Just observe your breathing. Such a wonderful secret that Buddha taught all of us. All right. And thanks to the Pyramid Valley team, and thanks to the Wi-Fi gods, the power gods, the light gods, and the sound gods that allowed us to kind of go through this session. And of course, thanks to the Zoom infrastructure also for allowing us to come on the chat platform. And before that, there was one question yesterday on some centers in Bangalore. And then some of you know, so we do have a center in Jayanagar, near the right in front of Ragiguda temple. Some of you had attended my last session. So I will be doing a session every Saturday, every first Saturday evening from 3 to 6. So there, every Tuesday morning, 11 to 1, there is a Kannada session and satsang and meditation. Every Saturday evenings, 3 to 6, it's going to be an English satsang and group meditation and wisdom sharing. Right, so someone will come and guide you. And then on some Sundays, we would plan a full day workshop in person in the same center from morning 10 to 5. So please be open, aligned in Pyramid Valley WhatsApp groups and email groups. You'll be able to know a lot more. All right. So with that, let us open up. All right, before that, let me see more info on the 2 books. Yes, sir, those 2 books should be available on Amazon, right? Amazon, both will be available. I don't think you'll see on the bookstore because they are not like commonly bought books. You just go to Amazon and type the names, you should be able to get it. Wonderful. Sharing your contact. Yes, I will do that. Okay, so I didn't do that just quickly, sorry. So mindfulness, this equation continue to be remembering that. And okay, so I totally missed the next steps. So what are your next steps, right? So all of you have practiced, some of you are newcomers and did that. The next steps is that they keep saying consistent, committed, confident practice. All right. And this is what I end all my retreats and multi-day workshops here. So daily practices, sitting and meditation, minimum 1 hour every day. 5-finger gratitude exercise. 5-finger is nothing but you are grateful for 5 things that particular day. You can do it before you go to sleep. You can do it at the end of your meditation session, or you could do it any time of the day. Just remember 5 things that you want to be grateful for that day. And then another practice that we always recommend out of our retreats is journaling or reflection. Please write, notebook and a pen, not on your phone. Just take a notebook and pen, start writing what you felt that day. So we practiced a lot of exercises, right? Being aware of your emotions, your thoughts, your kleshas and all that. And any one mindfulness practice every day. Mindful eating, mindful walking, mindful brushing, mindful listening, mindful gardening or activities, mindfully playing with your kids, playing with anybody without any thoughts, keeping your phone away, right? So continue to practice, but definitely spend at least a few minutes in mindfulness, even if you're not able to spend time in meditation for that day. Just when you get to eating your lunch, go to a secluded place, just completely focus on your eating. All right. And here is my email ID, my pyramidvalley.org email ID. If any of you need a copy of the slides, please drop me an email. And then I will send you a copy of the slides in the next few days. Do not expect me to do that immediately today or tomorrow. I will do that once I get to it. All right, saikesagar@pyramidvalley.org. So thank you for whoever asked me for the contact. Suddenly I remember that I should do. All right. Okay, so any more questions, you can ask me on the email. The WhatsApp will continue to be live, so you can keep asking your questions on the WhatsApp as well. So let's open it up for experience sharing and Q&A, please. So yes, Mr. Rajesh.
So first of all, thank you, Sai, for this wonderful 11-day session. Thank you so much. I think it was very enlightening, and you shared your thoughts and experiences as well on this. And I also thank my uncle who introduced me to this session for 11 days. So he was the one who gave me this link, and that's how I got this connection. And it's a wonderful experience, I think. Thank you for being part of my journey on this planet. Thank you for being part of this journey on this planet. And it was very wonderful. Thank you for all the teachings. And it was very systematic, what I could see that you were able to express very clearly and step by step. And the very important thing I understood was from breathfulness to mindfulness to stillness to soulfulness. So these are the 4 important steps. So I'm a beginner here. So I think I've just started with these 11 days for breathfulness. So I need to continue this for the rest of my life. And definitely I'll be party to many of the sessions at Pyramid Value. So wherever I get an opportunity, I'll try to make it with my wife has also been a party to this, but she is not on the screen, but she is silently doing all this along with me. And she has also expressed her gratitude for the wonderful sessions. Thank you so much. And very nice talking to you and very pleasant, because I also do a lot of teachings in Bosch. So I was a member in Bosch Limited. So this was very nice experience. Now I can also go and tell my other colleagues and friends about the sessions and other things. Definitely it has helped me. And only thing is now I have to ensure that I do this continuously every day without fail, and being mindful in every activity I do. It is not just breathing. It is everything what I do, because most of the time we do it so automatically we forget that we are really doing it. So now we have to really keep consciousness in everything we do, be it talking, walking, eating, so many things you told. I think there are very little, there are many more to this. So I think that makes a huge difference. Being conscious is going to be a huge difference. And I also thank all my friends who are on the line watching me. I think they have also been wonderful in participating and asking a lot of interesting questions. And I think thank you very much. Thank you so much once again.
Wonderful, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really appreciate your sharing. And yes, my special thanks to you. I think you are one of those people who had your videos on for all the sessions and attentively participating. So thank you very much and really appreciate it. Yes, I think a lot of things to do, we learn. And as we go along, you can start practicing one by one. Yeah, a lot of wisdom out there for all of us. And I really look forward to the day when you will be sharing, when you will be teaching these to a lot more people. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, Bhagya ma'am.
Namaste, Doctor. Doctor, I want to, express my gratitude to my friend who's introduced me to this wonderful session. He has put it in the group, actually, like nobody has bothered, but I took a step. I should do it. So wonderful. I got only benefits. I've not lost anything attending this. Anyway, I had a habit of getting up early. And then this wonderful session made me really, change my perspective towards life. And the second gratitude to you, of course, I've been expressing, that is, you are a true representative of this meditation session, mindfulness and everything. And then you have taught us a lot. You're a, real guru for me as far as meditation is concerned. I've expressed my thing yesterday in the group also. I was a lot of skeptical about what this, meditation can benefit a person, that I was, like, what am I going to gain on this and all? But this, 11-day session changed my, entire perception about that meditation and everything. And thirdly, of course, I want to thank everyone who's virtually connected throughout these 11 days and each other supported virtually and then made this, session wonderful. Thank you so much for everyone. And then, Dr. Das, since yesterday, when I'm doing this 50 minutes of meditation, in the last stage, that when you ask us to observe the body, I felt for a couple of minutes, I'm sweating. I don't know why that feeling came to me. It's only for a couple of minutes, not for a longer time. I'm sweating, something uneasiness. That is that okay to have that feeling?
Yes. So as we said, that's another experience, that some kind of emotional cleansing or physical cleansing that happens, right? So that is fine. Body, and earlier also, I think someone said, body temperature changing, right? So similarly, sweating or suddenly feeling a bit of cold. So that is normal. It's temporary. It will go because you're a lot more aware of your body. So that's what happens.
Okay. And then what I want to commit to you, doctor, I don't let your teaching go waste. My Guru Dakshina to you is I every day practice meditation. I'll be mindfulness, whatever I do. This is my commitment to you, doctor. I want to explore further, like these, enlightenment by reading books, by listening to scholars, by listening to you, by listening, attending the programs by PVI. And this is my commitment, doctor.
Wonderful.
So I just want to take it up as a teaching also, but I don't know when I do it. I think that it's not a right time for me. I still want to learn more little bit. And whenever I do it, somebody also has to get benefit. So I should reach that level, then I'll definitely take it up. Maybe one day you will be really teaching, doctor.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to it, ma'am. Looking forward to it. Wonderful commitment. So I know you will stay true to the commitment and then start practicing every day. And then as you do that, automatically people will learn, even without you verbally telling them, right? And then the next stage will be you will start teaching as well. So looking forward to that day, and really appreciate all your questions and active participation in the sessions every day. And as you had hinted, I've already shared a couple of my experiences last few minutes, and then I'll probably explain a little bit more on one or two of my experiences once we finish the Q&A. Thank you, ma'am. Yes, Mr. Suhas.
Good morning, sir. I am really grateful to you, sir. I joined this last online 10 sessions and one offline session. I am grateful to my brother who tell me to join this session.
So others, can you please mute yourself? Okay.
And I am sorry. I am thankful to all other friends who participate in a Q&A session. Mr. Kailash sir, Ms. Bhagya ma'am, and Vivek sir and her brother, that they are sharing their great experiences. I am thankful to you. I just I wish to do some donations, sir. So just tell me and or share that link so I can do some donation. And I am really thankful to you, sir. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you very much, Swat sir. I know you shared your experiences and your questions as well earlier, and things like when you share those kind of experiences, it also motivates all of us. Okay, whatever I tell, people are understanding, people are taking it, right? So which is very good. Really appreciate that two-way communication, and appreciate your intention to donate. I just typed in the URL. It's pyramidvalley.org/donate. So you can go in there and make your donation to Pyramid Valley. Really appreciate your feedback. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, next is Anita.
Hi. I just wanted to say thank you, and I enjoyed being a part of this class.
Wonderful.
And
this was your first time attending the session?
Yes. This was my first time being here. Well, for the 11 days. But I enjoyed it, and I think that It was an amazing experience, and I love that how respectful and kind and appreciative like everybody is. It's beautiful. And I love what you do and like what you were sharing yesterday. It resonates with me and with like what I want to do. I feel like I was definitely guided to take this class for a reason.
Wonderful.
Sorry. I get a little
Wonderful.
bit nervous when I
Yeah, it's fine. You're
people.
doing absolutely fine. Thank you very much for sharing. Really appreciate your sharing and really appreciate your participation in this 11 days. And you're feeling a difference. I know it's time for you to go make a difference out there with whatever you learned. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Sir. Hello, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. No words to express my gratitude to you and the team also who made the sessions very active by their sharing their experiences and asking questions like that. And what I can say is you tamed or transformed the chattering mind into a stillness state, and now we could experience it. And I promise that I will practice and see that I continue my stillness state in every day I will experience. And now is the task to attain the soulfulness. So I'm aiming it at it and looking forward to join in the January 2-day workshop program. And I just came across with the Zoom platform while I was looking for the Pyramid Valley International. I got it from the VMC Kerala regarding this. And this for the VMC program also, I got the message from my sister who is in Canada. And she always gives me such knowledge. And thank God to the Zoom platform and my sister and all who made the path to me to enjoy the benefits from this class. And yesterday onwards, I started sharing my knowledge, what I got from the class to my office where I am working as a health scientist in a research setup. And at the same time, in the online yoga class, Holistic Health and Research Institute, where I conduct online yoga classes, there also I shared the experience of healing power of the breath and the breathfulness. And the people who get slight illnesses, you focus more on the breathing so that itself can heal your the illness to some extent. I know it, but now it has been more clear to me how it is working and the tips and tricks of the breathing mechanics and all. And thank you so much. Thanks a lot. And thank God also. And thank all the team behind the program. And we are really blessed by your wisdom and the systematic teaching. And thank you, sir. Thank you, dear friends. Thank you. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Appreciate your sharing and also appreciate you are again one of those people always turning on the videos and providing constant motivation and encouragement. So wonderful. Thank you. Good that you already started sharing the wisdom as well. And yeah, like people like you have the power to affect change, right? So in the places that you are there. Okay, so wonderful. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the Soulfulness workshop or at a stillness retreat sometime soon. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Vivek, if you are there.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
First of all, from my heart, I want to express my gratitude to you and your team of Pyramid Valley. And you people have the power of attraction. We don't want to give up at all. See, immediately after 4 days session in your Pyramid Valley, we got connected with you. And we have underwent this wonderful journey of spirit meditation, me and my son. And we, in between, we have attended your session also. We feel like being connected with you forever. That is because of the experience. It's not coming from outside, from inside. And going through this, being a teacher, I feel like evaluating, self-evaluation. Knowledge part and the concept part, I consider I have almost nearing perfection. So that
10 out of 10.
The credit goes to you once again. You have made us understand and appreciate all those things. But inward journey, I have been very obedient throughout my association with you. I have followed all your instructions very sincerely. But inside me, one thing has happened. I don't know whether I come midway or not, because all the consciousness and other things I have been able to imbibe in me. But thoughtless state of mind I have not yet achieved. There also, I'm not getting distracted from outside world. Within, when I'm going through this process, the thought about the practice, how I should do it, and observation is going on. And then outcome also, I'm thinking about that. So that thoughtless state of mind I have not yet achieved. That is what I feel. Thought is about the meditation only. It's not outside meditation. That has happened. And next thing is, I want to continue from today itself. I don't want to have a break. So should I go for, there is a center nearby, Nirmala stores, some lady Nirmala is conducting. Should I go?
Madam. Yes, yeah.
Or
yeah, so it's up.
Play some video, the Pyramid Valley video and guided meditation. Should I continue to do that or on my own?
So all three are possible depending on your comfort level, ma'am. If you're able to go, and then if there is a group meditation happening that has its own energies, so you can participate in the group, right? Or you can play the music. It's not just guided meditation, any music. I mean, the music festival music are also meditation music. So you can play that, and now that you know what needs to be done, you can continue practicing it by yourself. It's up to you. But the important thing is sitting for a few minutes, at least half an hour every day, observing your breath. That is what, and then one of the mindfulness practices. But then really appreciate your candid rating of your inner journey. And you're fairly, in fact, I would say you are pretty advanced, right? So you're saying whatever thoughts you're getting, it's only about your the process that you are in, right? A lot of us used to get a lot of other thoughts, but you're talking about your process, your observation. Yes, when sometimes we try to be critical. That's what I keep saying. No one else is not thinking, oh, I didn't feel my breath here. I'm still getting thought. I don't feel this here, that here. So that keeps coming up. But never mind. I think, especially when you hear so many people experiences, hearing other people's having other experiences, right? So it doesn't matter. That chatter will also die down. And the fact that you are aware of that is a big plus point. So there is 10 to 10 out of 10 for you. So really appreciate your sharing, your motivation, your encouragement, and your experience all these days. And then it was a fascinating journey that Pyramid Valley, me and all started during the music festival. I'm sure you being in Bangalore, will all be associated a lot closer. Thank you, ma'am.
Just one more thing about this breathing, this one process. Up to the abdomen, that is not happening actually. Sometimes I also feel that I've stopped breathing for a few seconds.
Yeah, so you will maybe you skipped being aware for a few seconds, but you will feel your abdomen going up and down as you take your in breath and out breath. That will be happening. What you're saying is you lost awareness for a few seconds, you're saying.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
Maybe a quick question. I will not take too much of your time. The end goal of all these sessions, is it to get enlightened, or is it, I mean, maybe I'm asking you again, or is there some other goal?
What is enlightenment? What is enlightenment?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Enlightenment probably means Tattvamasi. That is what I think it was played during the music festival. Also,
Music festival.
I am that.
Okay.
I'm not this. I'm not this physical body. So that realization, I mean, maybe please don't take me wrong. Any one of the people following this particular
Will realize.
Have they realized, and have they come on board and told that I'm realized? That
Yes,
question I
see.
have for not just this group, any group. Yeah, sir, go ahead.
See, yes, that's what I keep mentioning that, right? You are not your body, you're not your mind, you're not your thoughts, you are that consciousness, you are that awareness. In fact, till last session, we used to play Nirvana Shatakam video with an explanation on Shankara's, right? So who are you? You are consciousness. That is what, that realization is what a lot of people say is that enlightenment, right? But so you can do that cognitively also. Cognitively, I know I am all this, but practicing, right? Getting it to practice. So your question on what is the end goal of it is what I spoke about today. The end goal of all these is soulfulness. Are you aligned to what you have come here for? Are you listening to your inner intelligence? Your body has intelligence, our mind has its own intellect and intelligence, and our soul has intelligence. Are we removing all other things and listening, allowing your body to exhibit its intelligence through natural healing and things like that, allowing your mind to be expressing itself, its intellect, I mean, things like acceptance, things like compassion, all that, right? And then allowing your soul to fulfill its desires, right? Through flow, through self-expression, through gratitude, right? All those. So the end goal is that, and then the way you achieve it is being in the present moment. So that if you are in the present moment, every moment of your life, and then you're connected to what your soul is telling, then that is the real goal for all of us. That is soulfulness. That to me is liberation. That to me is enlightenment. Enlightenment has a bit of a knowledge part of it. It's more about liberating ourselves from the noise and chatter and the demons of our mind is what is liberation. And then it's ultimate freedom, right? In that freedom, it's absolute bliss every day, every moment of the day. Have all of us attained that? The answer is no. But are there, as we continue this practice, are the moments of us being in the present moment, being in that bliss, being in soulness expanded? Absolutely, yes. As you continue the practice, it will continue to expand. You will see moments of magic. You will see moments of synchronicities. You will see moments of intuition, right? You will see a lot of things that happen that will allow you to feel happy, stay happy, and experience that freedom. So that is the end goal of all these practices.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Mr. Kailash. Morning, sir.
Absolutely wonderful sessions all of these days with you, sir. Deeply grateful to you personally, to Pyramid Valley, and of course, the organizers and everybody here. Hearing all other people's sharing and experiences, questions really enriches me a lot personally. It's a long journey, undoubtedly, but these 11 days have been really wonderful with you. Experiences come and go, extremely beautiful experiences, including today and a few days back again, feeling completely joyful, for those, whatever, 20, 30 minutes of full concentration, solid, and then at the same time, just flowing here and there completely, not feeling body or anything at all, but fully still be aware of the instructions and what's happening with you, and you're observing yourself. So all these are extremely beautiful experiences. Something one really wants to hold on to, but of course, as one comes out of the session, goes into the daily activities, it becomes difficult. I'll be honest, it's good to be here, but out there it's not as. So I keep trying, telling myself, yes, it's easy to express gratitude for me personally. It's not a big deal. It comes naturally, but it's very difficult to control anger, control the feeling of sadness, why people behave in a certain manner, and so on and so forth. There are so many things. I think in my own journey, these 11 days, especially with your very systematic way of teaching, I have reinforced that teaching in myself. I would like to reinforce it further, that I would like to be centered, be mindful of my breath, mindful of my activities, whatever few things that I can do on a daily basis, on an hourly basis, being mindful will help me go further, grow further in this journey. So, yeah, there is so much that.
Wonderful.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Really, really appreciate your heartfelt experience. I know a lot of us feel great while being in the session, and then sometimes being bothered about what's going to happen outside, and then this thing. So I think with practice, all of us have been through that, right? I personally have been through that. Oh my God, sometimes you get, why can't it be like this every day, right? Even in meditation. So again, as Buddha says, no, every day is impermanent, every day is different, every moment is different, every experience is different. Experiences are there for us to learn. Similarly, you start focusing on why are people like that? Why can't they be something else, right? So all those thoughts happening, every thought, everything is a learning for us, right? And then the moment we start letting go of it, as I keep saying that example, the moment you start letting go, that situations disappear, that people disappear, whatever it is, right? It's there for us to let go in our psyche, and then automatically it happens in the material world. So really wonderful. Appreciate your experience and comments, and then again, having your video on and sharing your questions and experiences throughout the 11 days. Really appreciate it, and looking forward to seeing you, meeting you sometime, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes, let's move on. Swapna, ma'am. Yes, please go ahead, Swapna. Can you unmute yourself?
I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Hi everyone. Namaste to everyone, and hi sir. I'd like to first thank you and Pyramid Valley for conducting this course, and this was extremely beneficial. As you can see, like as everyone has been mentioning this, even for me, this I was looking for some courses, and this course just kept coming forward, and it was like as if you just have to take this course. And I was quite kind of uh, drawn into this course actually. So when I got into
Wonderful.
it, I'm so glad I did. Yes, and as an instructor myself, I've done a yoga course, and I teach yoga and fitness and all that. Um, with whatever little experience that I have, I can say it all depends on the instructor, how and what you instruct and what kind of wisdom you pass on. It makes a huge difference for your students. And that way I feel that I found a very, very good mentor for meditation, and yeah, that's something that I find in you. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Thank
So thank
you.
you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I have one last question. Will you also be repeating this course again end of the month?
Yes, not, I think probably it'll happen. If not in January, it'll happen in one of January or February, it will happen. 11 days, yes.
Oh, okay.
We will continue.
All right.
So the goal
Yeah,
was
I
to
wish
repeat it. The goal was to repeat it every alternate month, but there are some other programs impeding. We'll kind of switch the date, but definitely we will do.
Okay, I wish this this course was more than just 11 days. Maybe it was 21 days or something. Yeah, it would have been amazing. But even this 11 days has made a huge difference in our lives. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Thank you, ma'am. Really appreciate your sharing. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, Mr. Chayapati, sir.
Good morning to you, sir. Sagarji. and all the participants. Sagarji, it has been a wonderful journey. 11 days journey, it went off so nice. Every second I enjoyed. And it is like moving in a Kailas Manasa Sarovar, no? When you go for a trip for 11 days. So we see so many things. We can then come back and we feel that journey has ended. We still like to continue. So that is the effect of your vocabulary, your thoughts, and your enthusiasm. So all put together, you have been a one. God has blessed you with so many good qualities, and you
sir.
are one of those who are associated with Pyramid Valley and doing wonderful journey for the humanity, helping all the people, helping to find their ways. And to start with today, one of the participants, Mr. Rajesh, has summed up very beautifully, and all the other people who came next, I cannot remember all the names. So all the people who participated, they expressed that itself shows the your capacity. And thank you very much. God has blessed you. And again, God has blessed all of us to have you with us. Even this technology, I thank you, technology. You are in the technical field earlier. So I thank you, technology also. And all the people and the entire atmosphere, the nature. It has been a wonderful journey. And it is the third time I am attending. And every time attended, I find it is quite new and fresh as a rose flower that has blossomed today. So it has been a nice thing. And the deeper we go, deeper the understanding will come. And thank you very much for us making us possible. Last but not the least, I thank one of the participants, Mr. Somashekar Kanajam, who is my guru or my mentor, and he has introduced me to your session. So again, I thank you and all of you, sir. Thank you very much. And for Pyramid
Wonderful.
Value for giving such a wonderful experience to us. Thank you very much, sir.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Really appreciate with all your blessings, your encouragement, your motivation. And I also happened to meet Somashekar sir personally last week. Again, with all his blessings and all the masters, and especially masters like Brahmarshi Patriji, who made all this happen, right? So really appreciate it. I think with all your blessings, all your energies is what all this happened, right? I mean, the only thing is I happen to be in a place where I'm able to use some of my skills, right? So, and then I probably am using it, and obviously we'll continue to use it for the benefit of everyone, which is what is all our purposes, right? So thank you very much. Really appreciate your
Thank you,
sharing.
sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
So we will move on. Yes, Neelima ma'am.
Yeah. Gratitude,
Namaste,
sir.
madam. Nice to see you.
Namaste.
Nice to see you after some time.
Yeah. This is my second chance. I am joining this 11-day workshop. Like, see, while speaking to you, like, at times it happens that I'm a different person. Like, something is happening to me. Like, my aim was I wanted to know my own self. Maybe on this journey, I have took steps. And this is all because of your guidance. God has sent someone like you to aid me in this journey, truly speaking. Now, whatever I do, whether I eat, I speak, or I see anything, I think awareness has been coming in. And either in that moment or after that, it seems someone is guiding me. I don't know what's happening. Something is happening. Yesterday, I just want to share, I was churning, taking this butter out of milk. Then suddenly that mixie, it sounded like something absurd is happening. Then a thought came in, maybe in my journey, at times it may be turbulent, it may be smooth. So this happens. This is a part of the journey.
Wonderful. Yes.
So I was a bit worried, but ultimately butter came out. So I thought to myself, I should be consistent in my journey
Absolutely.
and do my practices daily. Thank you, sir. Gratitude. And I want
Thank
to
you.
come to that Pyramid Valley again.
Yes,
My
please,
desire
ma'am.
is
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I think
Thank you.
ma'am was a participant in the last Breath by Breath, and then she came to Valley for, I think, Stillness
Yes.
Retreat or Wow Retreat. Was it Wow or Stillness, ma'am?
Wow retreat.
Wow Retreat. Okay. And then you're continuing the practice. Really appreciate it. And I know, yeah, like you said, yes. Sometimes there are incidents that happen. Hey, life is not always about going smooth and easy, right? So when we lose touch with the what to say, roughness of the road, suddenly we hit a pothole. Then we know, oh, I am in this particular, I'm driving here. When you sometimes get lost in thinking. So similarly, life has its own ways to tell us, I am life, and you have to experience both good and bad, the rough and easy, the sweet and hot, sweet and spicy all together. So yes, absolutely. Turbulence is part of the life, and then all these techniques help us manage turbulence with the stillness that we have inside. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you.
One more thing I want to share. Like yesterday, I was watching a movie with my husband. So like while watching, it was Hangama 2 movie on the screen only. So what I was thinking was everything in situations there was chaos and it was humor also, but there was a director there. So is it that we are also like some entity or something is there who is making us do all these things and we are just a puppet? Yeah, it's not me who is doing, my performance is in my hand, but something is there which is making us perform all these actions. So I don't know, like.
Absolutely, ma'am. I mean, just if you can stay back and listen to my experience, I'll talk about the flow experience. Absolutely. Who is making us do all this thing? The director is here. Right? That's what we talked about, soulfulness. It's our consciousness and our soul is a director for us. But more often than not, we don't listen to the director, and we go after all the dancers out there or all the nice glittery stuff out there, right? So we deviate from the directions of the director, then obviously the movie or the life movie turns out to be bad, right? So once we start, that is the whole idea of all these practices, was to get to that soulfulness, right? That being the present moment. Then automatically all the guidance will start coming, and then you listen to it. Then life is absolutely wonderful, right? I think I usually end some of my retreats with that quote from Rumi, right? So Rumi says, when I used to go after things that I thought that I needed, right? Life used to be a furnace. But when I sit alone with my stillness, with my presence, then life flows smoothly, right? Like a river. That is all. I mean, once we are all in that state, life flows really smoothly, right? Wonderful, ma'am. A lot of insights. Thank you. Looking forward to seeing you in Pyramid Valley, definitely before another online session.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, Mr. Nandakumar. Okay, so I don't know if it's here. Mr. Rajshekhar, can you unmute yourself and...
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So much gratitude to you for this wonderful session. We reached the end of the session, and it was a really good experience to me, and especially in terms of thoughts and other things. It has considerably reduced and changed. Now at least I'm able to see some difference between gap between one and the other. So that is something I'm really excited, and I've been continuing. I'm just thinking on how I have to keep this motivation. Because of your session, I keep an alarm, and I keep alarms regularly on 6 o'clock and try to get it up, but I try and then it will go for 6:30 or 7. But since your session started, I'm waking up exactly at 6. I'm just thinking how I have to make the same discipline every day so that I can continue it every day at least 2 hours, one in the morning, one in the night I do. So I am just hoping to continue with the persistency. And thank you for the session, sir. And
Wonderful.
one more point, sir. Like the past 2 days, I've been trying to observe the breath from stomach itself. So while I try to focus there, I am losing the focus on nose. Then this is fine, right? If I focus from the stomach itself and I'm tracking back the breath, that is also fine, right?
Yeah, so this is in the following step or focusing step?
On the focusing step, following
Okay.
in both of the places, I'm doing the same.
Yeah, no, focusing step, because I thought you said you cannot focus on your nose and you're able to observe only your abdomen, so you can do that stomach, right? Focusing is only one point.
Right.
Okay. And then following, you can connect. Yes, yes, you can, as long as you're able to feel your breath at some point, that should be good for the following.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Great.
And wonderful with that kind of persistence, and because at least you have the intention to continue every day, I'm sure you will make it happen, Mr. Rajshekhar. So
Yes.
looking forward to your continued practice, and then hope to see you on a session or at Pyramid Valley. So
Definitely, sir. Definitely will meet you. Thank you so much
wonderful.
once again, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, Mr. Nandakumar. Yes.
Yeah, good morning. Thanks, sir, for the wonderful session. Sorry, just I will be written. Okay, I just thanks to the universe for this case. I got a thing of the intuition of doing meditation or something. Somewhere I experienced earlier, but I want to do it, explore it. Going to the YouTube where I got about, okay, I attended last time, I visited many times the Pyramid Valley, but I don't know about all these things. But I start exploring it by PMC channel where Ayappa sir, I used to go about his thing, then about Girija madam. Then I just somewhere I got to that November or in October I got that evening beginners course. I joined there. Then I explored in the Pyramid Valley. This time I go through your September where the Ikti ma'am come and go. I just start that one and keep watching. So this time I just explored in the Pyramid Valley and I got a chance to attend direct live session. And again, last month I attended even the music fest.
Music fest.
I used to come in the early morning. Okay, I'm working in a PDC. Okay, I come in the early session. Since I'm working in a manufacturing, I couldn't able to attend full day. I will come in the morning session 6 to 8. Then I have to go to office. The evening session will not be happen. So 2 days I attended. Sunday I couldn't able to attend it. Thanks for the session, sir. I'd like to explore it. But some of the things, no, okay, due to my, I think some of the professional job or anything, no, it's not able to attend it daily. Early morning, last year, the beginners also I couldn't able to do it. The evening 9 to 10,
yeah,
that's the time I
give
to my daughter. She's just 5-year-old. I just spent some time to her. I couldn't able to. Since this is 6 to 7, I couldn't able to attend it. That's what I used to. After as soon as over, I used to shut off and go.
Okay.
To office.
Wonderful.
Now I don't want to at least share the experience. That is the last day I just put in my vehicle and I'm driving it. I want to explore it. Thanks for the sessions and everything. Thanks to all. Thanks to the universe, whatever the given. Just start exploring it. Definitely I got these chances to.
Wonderful, sir.
Thanks.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, sir.
Everything in the morning, yeah, definitely I like to join continuously. It's like, no, you make yourself addict. I don't have to make a time or something. If this one I committed in the early morning, it is not affecting any of this thing or anybody others. So I like to join it. If you're a little bit early, I will prefer. Maybe instead of 6,
yeah,
maybe 5, I maybe prefer to I don't know, not disturb anybody, it does not disturb other activities. Thanks a lot. If anything is like that, please let me know, sir. I'll also try to join other next month. So
okay. Wonderful, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day to all.
Yeah. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate your sharing on the last day in spite of you getting out to work on the road. And yeah, nice to be having you at Pyramid Valley on all the sessions. So definitely we'll try and see. I think we've been getting a lot of requests for an earlier morning session, right? I know maybe next time we'll do it from 5 o'clock. Let's see. All right. So thank you, sir.
That will be helpful, sir. Thanks. If you can tell, that will be helpful. Thanks a lot.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. All right. Any other questions? Any other sharings on the video? We'll already right. And I think I think a lot of messages that I have to read on the chat window. If there are any questions that got lost in this, please let me know. Please type it again. And anyone wants to share your experience of being here, please do that. I can see a lot of you who've been around for a lot of these sessions. So quickly, while we wait for any other experience sharing or Q&A, I just want to share my experience with meditation, my journey, my inner journey, right? And I know a lot of people are not there, but at least it will be on video. So I started my meditation journey much earlier. My first job way back in 92, 93. Around that time, I used to work in Noida. So because Noida was the home of Maharshi Mahesh Yogi, so I got introduced, learned transcendental meditation at that time. And then I was practicing it on and off through my work in the US, through my PhD course. It all helped me with that, with my software job as well as my PhD course. And then around 2003, when we returned back to India, I got introduced to Pyramid Spiritual Society's movement, Brahmarshi Patriji, and this Pyramid Valley, this Anapanasati meditation, this breathfulness meditation, through my one of my friends whom I got introduced to in the US. And I keep joking, the whole reason for our US trip was to meet that person, and that is why I've got introduced to here. And so then we started engaging in the Pyramid Valley project. That is when it was starting to build, and every month we used to go there and do a recharge of our energies by meditating there. And a lot of satsang, a lot of sessions whenever Patriji used to come. So all those years, the initial few years, I'll sit in meditation, Patriji plays the flute or somebody plays the music. You sit in meditation for 1 hour, 1.5 hours. Completely, it was thoughtful, right? So it was a lot of thoughts during those 1 hour, 1.5 hour meditation. And I used to completely bring your attention back to your breath. Yeah, so obviously, the point I'm doing that a lot of interrupted attention, right? A lot of thoughts keep happening, all the ideas keep happening. And at the end of the meditation, a lot of people come back and say, oh, I had this experience. I saw that Babaji, I saw lights, I heard music, I went through a tunnel, and a lot of those experiences. And I keep thinking, oh my God, I probably did not do it right. And I also asked Patriji, I mean, is it important that I'm not getting any meditation experiences? So am I doing it right? And he said, no, nothing to worry about. Not everyone will get that experiences, but then the experiences also should be let go. You don't need to hold on to it. So I continued that way. And then and one thing that really helped me was reading books. I'm more like because of my science and engineering background, more a intellect person, want to understand, analyze everything, how it works. So a lot of books, Patriji used to recommend a lot of books, and reading those helped clear my mind a lot. Most of my stilling my mind or clearing my mind happened through wisdom. And then as I continued reading a lot about Anapanasati, I think there is one book called Mind Illuminated. It's such a big book, like our college books. It goes very detailed into Anapanasati, some of the Buddhist meditations, how things work, what happens. And a lot of that wisdom is what I'm sharing here, right? And then a lot of other sessions. So that book opened my eyes to the actual what happens, the science behind what happens in mindfulness, science behind what happens with meditation, right? So that book kind of was a turning point for me. And of course, I started my journey, my inner reading with Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle. And so I continued meditation. As I continued doing this practice, slowly a lot of benefits started happening, just 2 or 3 incidents. And then I started taking classes while I was in UK and Bangalore. So one thing that I keep mentioning is before meditation, when I was young, and yeah, now I'm young, so not old. So when you used to get into meetings, right? Especially when you are working in the US, you get into meetings, you have a lot of thoughts going on in your mind. Oh, am I going to speak right? What will people think about me? What will people judge about me? If we hired him from India, is he doing the right thing? And then my English, will people think something? Will people understand my accent? So a lot of thoughts used to be going in. You go into a meeting, because you need to report your status, right? So I did this, I did this. I used to write on a piece of paper, think about it, and then go and do it, right? So once the meeting is over, it's like absolute freedom. But during the meeting, totally thinking about what will other people think. And sometimes you're not even paying close attention to what is happening there. And someone asks you a question, then you suddenly say, then take some time to respond, right? So that was before meditation. But post my practice of continuous practice of meditation, fast forward several years, working at Cognizant in India, as I go into a meeting, I go with a completely empty, free mind, right? And then I talk what I need to talk, and then my meetings are a lot more spontaneous. Someone asks me a question, I'm able to answer that even if I didn't prepare for it consciously, because I know. So what is it preventing me from answering all that was the mind, the noise in the head, noise in the mind, right? Now with that let gone, I was able to be a lot more spontaneous. So that was big improvement in my communication with my colleagues, with my bosses, with the clients, and in all those meetings. That was the key factor that helped me grow real fast in my corporate career. Right, I joined Cognizant as an assistant project manager in 2003, and I quit Cognizant in 2020 as a vice president. Right, so a lot of, and thankfully a lot of things, coincidences also happened. Sometimes when the company was modifying their promotion, ladder, right? The option was given to the boss or to the interview panel to promote me to the new grade or promote me to the old grade or move me to a new grade, which is a bit lower. So fortunately, I was able to jump up two grades or two levels. So things a lot of that happened. Again, I credit it to that universal source, or whatever you call. So that's been, I mean, that is how my interactions, my communications, my meetings all helped. But one incident I always keep recollecting, and that's what I mentioned, was flow, where it is all apparent, where your connection with soul is important. So once I was visiting a customer at an insurance customer in US, and I was supposed to go and present on a particular topic. It was cloud at that particular time. And so as they do in corporate circles, they ask you to prepare your presentation, right? And it was a prepared presentation. Then the account manager, all of them go through it, and they'll tell Sai, you should tell this, you should not tell this. They'll fix the words, fix the colors, everything to be politically correct for that particular meeting. So we did all that drama, and I walked into this meeting with this 3 client stakeholders. And before walking in itself, the account manager told me, Sai, this customer is a very difficult customer. And every time we used to have a meeting, within within a few minutes, used to bombard us with questions, and then the meeting didn't go anywhere. I said, yeah, okay, so you're telling me this now, that's fine. Let me see what I can do. Then I walk into this meeting, open the presentation, show up this thing, and then I ask the customer saying that, hey, this is what we came prepared with. Is there something else that you want to know? Just like we want to be more polite. I ask him, so what is it that top of your mind, and what is it that you want to know? And he said, I want to know the security aspects of cloud. And for a minute, I was kind of, struck and silent, because the topic that he wanted me to speak on was not something that I prepared, not something I rehearsed, nor was it there in my presentation. That wonderful, all the drama that happened for the presentation. So, but fortunately, I didn't panic. I didn't get nervous, right? I didn't say, oh, okay, so there is a different expert out there. I need to get that particular person, or we did not prepare for the meeting, right? So I just walked to the whiteboard, dropped my presentation, walked to the whiteboard, and started explaining a lot of things. At that time, I knew whatever I was explaining was very relevant to what the client needed, but I still don't know what really happened during that 1 hour. So the 1 hour happened, a very serious interaction. The customer asked a question, I was able to respond and all that. So 1 hour is completely gone, right? Then we finished the meeting. At the end of the meeting, the customer said, yes, thank you. And then he left. And then we went back post the meeting to the coffee place, and then I was having coffee. Account manager went and inquired with the client, and he came running to me. And he said, Sai, the customer is extremely happy. And he says it is exactly what he wanted. And he was telling me, how come we were not able to bring such people the last 3 months? Though I've been asking that, what is my problem? Right? And to me, it was like a moment of gratitude. It was a moment of thankfulness because it all happened in the flow. Later, I came to know that's what people talk about as flow, in the zone. Just like some of the players like Virat Kohli or Sachin Tendulkar, when they go to bat, when they are under pressure, they perform extremely well. If you ask them, they will also just see the ball, hit it where it needs to go, and the universe starts helping you. So this was one such case where I probably was, now I'm talking about all this soulfulness and mindfulness and things like that. Probably that's where you're connected to your deep intelligence without your mind intervening. And I was able to go through that 1 hour of presentation, interaction with whatever intelligence I had, whatever skills I had, whatever I knew. That came out fantastic. Later, we ended up winning the business, and they were a very good customer for us as well. So things like that has happened several times. That was the time I can vividly remember. But prior to that, in fact, they were prior to that earlier also some instances when I recollect. So things like that happen when you are connected to the present. And I also believe the reason my first spiritual book outside of Bhagavad Gita was The Power of Now is my soul's purpose is to kind of practice being in the present moment, practice being the now, and also maybe help a lot of other people to practice in being in the now. That's what it is. And it has its benefits, right? Like they said, you don't need to be panicked that you're not prepared, right? And then a lot of coincidences start happening. Universe starts helping you. When you are in the now, completely focused in the now, the universe also starts helping you a lot, right? So that is the whole point. And so that's my and then there are a lot of other stories and experiences which I keep sharing in several other forums as well. And a lot of books. Every time I used to have a question, every time I had was a confusion, right? I go to my computer, I open up some random email, right, or open a book. Suddenly I go into my bookshelf and start seeing. I just open a book, open a few pages, and there is an answer for me in that. A lot of times when I go to Patriji with a question, and more often than not, he just, as soon as he sees me, he says, hey, this is a new book, read it, right? Or he says, read those pages from 50 to 70 in a book, in that book, right? And then I start reading and I find an answer to the question. So for me, 3 things worked. 1, meditation helped me calm my mind, declutter my mind, remove all that fears, remove all that noise in the head, which was preventing me from being who I am. Second, wisdom, all these connections. And there are a lot of other meetings also. Before going to a meeting, you meet some people, and inadvertently they'll tell you something, and your mind can, oh, that is a point I need to cover, right? So second thing is wisdom, books, people, right? And more importantly, books. And I'm not a video person or a YouTube or an Instagram person. It's more a books person. The third thing that really helped me was gratitude. I'm ever grateful for everything that I've been having, ever grateful for those moments, ever grateful for the wealth, ever grateful for all the people like you who've been joining and listening to me, right? Ever grateful for all my teachers. So, and ever grateful for my family, my parents, and everyone. So gratitude. So 3 things, meditation, wisdom, and gratitude is what really helped me. And that's exactly the path that Patriji showed all of us. And there's no reason why this shouldn't help you or anybody else, right? And then that's what we've been preaching. So with that, my dear friends, thank you. Really appreciate all your listening. Namaste, Rajendran sir. I can see you on video. So I saw you in Pyramid Valley also. Nice to meet you. And a lot of you, and I know a lot of you, I keep seeing you on the sessions and also on the in-person sessions. Hope to meet you in person at a stillness retreat or one of the retreats in Pyramid Valley or one of my classes in Bangalore or anywhere. And also hope to see you all in some of the online sessions. With that, I don't think there are any questions on the chat window, nor on this thing. Yes, Rajendra sir, you unmute.
Yeah, this is the 4th time I am attending breath by breath. So I'm really grateful. Every time I am learning something more at this age. So I attended many yoga classes and meditation classes and everything. This one is mind-boggling and real opener for me. The only part for me is reaching to Pyramid Valley, because when I went there and everything, I lost myself completely. So reaching to that place is the one thing which I find it difficult. Once I come to that main road to inside, if there is some subtle service is available, it will be grateful for people like me to commute easily. Just think it over.
Yes, sir. Yes, we are working on it. We are seeing if the BMTC buses can come in as well. So we'll see that.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Thank you,
you.
sir.
Nice seeing you, and nice. It was nice meeting you during the music festival. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Wonderful,
you.
my dear friends. Yes, thank you, ma'am. So
Thank you.
wonderful. Thank you. It's been a wonderful journey the last 11 days for me. I am sure, I hope it was for you as well. Let's continue this journey of going inward, breathfulness, mindfulness, stillness, and soulfulness. We'll see you in another session very soon, my dear friends. And please continue to practice and continue to spread the word about meditation, about mindfulness, about Pyramid Valley, and all the spiritual signs that you heard. All right. With that, deep gratitude. Thank you very much to each one of you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Doctor, for sharing
Thank
your experience.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
Doctor.
you and your family, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much.